Yo guys, so we've talked firstly through the first three main parts. The first main part is looking at your week and being able to allow yourself to go out at the weekend and what damage that may be causing. However, in the second video we looked at your week as a whole and we looked at your week and being able to plan shopping, to be able to cook and prep food and how to go about that. In the third video then we talked to you about the contribution of exercise and how that helps burn fat. So now you have a good idea of those three main pillars put together. Fourth video though, what we want to talk to you about is jobs. For example, some people don't understand that how their job may be affecting their lifestyle and ability to be able to burn fat compared to others. Again, what we're trying to point out in this video, the problem isn't your job, is maybe it's your approach on actually looking at your job and what you're doing day to day and how it's affecting you. So for a prime example, if you're somebody who's working out on the site, say for example a builder, or you're on your feet a lot like a nurse is, then you need calories. You need a certain amount of calories. Again, we're talking about that number, that your basic metabolic rate where your body can function. If you're constantly depleting yourself in calories and then later on in the day you're gorging or at different times of the day, then you're going to put on fat. It's not a case of starving yourself. For example, prime example of a lot of nurses that I've worked with in the past, if they're working nights, they won't eat as much food as they would during the day. When you're working nights, that's when your day starts. If you're, say for example, you're starting at 8 p.m, that's when you're having your first meal of the day, whichever it is, and you're still having your 3 or 4 meals for that day. You need to consider that because you're awake, you're working, you need food to function. The second approach in that is that those people who are walking around on their feet, especially if someone working on the site or for example a nurse, you're burning more calories than normal. Again, you need food to function. You need a certain amount of protein, certain amount of fats and a certain amount of carbohydrates to function. Also with that then, on the flip side of things, if you're somebody who's working a normal day of 9 to 5, then you might maybe sitting a lot. You may be at a desk a lot, you're sitting, you're hunched over, your body isn't moving, your body isn't functioning like it would, for example, if you're working out on a site. You're not bending down, not picking things up. So therefore, when you're eating, you might be eating your meals normally, but exercise-wise, you might be just going for runs or you might be jogging, you might be walking. Yet you have all these movement dysfunctions from sitting at a desk, you're not moving, you're not using your muscles, so your muscle mass decreases, so your ability to burn fat decreases, even though you're running. This is a very common problem that we see with people when they're trying to exercise. Yes, I do exercise, I exercise 5 times a week and I do 5 runs per week. Yet their muscle mass, because they're getting a little bit older, is decreasing, so their ability to burn fat is also decreasing. So if you want the best of both worlds, you do need to be doing your strength training as somebody who's working at an office desk, fixing the movement issues, the tightness in your hip, your lower back pain, your upper back pain, shoulder pain, whatever it is, because your diet might be good, but then you don't have enough muscle mass or enough strength in your body, and your furnace, your muscles aren't actually burning calories. They're just sitting there dormant, or you're shuffling along the road with your knees or your feet dragging along the ground because you're not strong enough to pick your knees up. Again, going back to the other side of things, if you're moving all the time, you're lifting things, you're moving things, and you're not getting enough calories into you, therefore your body isn't going to function as well because you're currently depleting your calories, you're working hard, and you need a certain amount of calories to be able to stay where you are, but also you need a certain amount of calories for your body to function correctly, to be able to burn fat correctly. So there's the best of both worlds here. It's just making sure you know what's the right fit for you. So ensure to know the type of job that you're having, how it's actually affecting you. If you want more advice on how your job may be affecting you and how to tweak that for your goals, just give us a message so that we can actually help you out. Depending on what job you have, depending on how much movement you're doing, it all plays a role in the ability to be able to lose fat or even put on muscle mass for whatever your goal is.
No, and it is anything like that. There's all different ages and everybody just kind of works away at their own pain, but encourages you, to do your best, and it's brilliant. I love it.